They really are the most amazing quality products that you can put into the marketplace.
Our products are made in the United States. USA made has a still big appeal.
We've got such a wide range of products that the whole Reed range can fit in somewhere in our customer base.
For over 118 years, Reed Manufacturing has been producing high-quality pipe tools and vices.
We guarantee our tools, we have a lifetime warranty, and we support our product, we're behind our product, we are there in the field.
Give Reed a try. So you get to try the tool for 30 days. If you don't like it, return it. I've never gotten a tool back.
It's durable, it's safe, it performs really well, and the service is really well. We enjoy very high reputation in China.
Family owned and operated, Reed has developed many of the most innovative and effective tools in the industry. Reed provides training support to its around-the-world sales team, enabling them to bring product knowledge right to the customer.
Reed manufactures the best plastic cutting tools in the world, by far.
I think the main thing about Reed is it's pretty much a generic name within the UK for any type of hinged cutting device.
And they make a lot of specialty wrenches that are very hard to find throughout the industry.
It all began when Carl Reed founded the company in 1896. Reuben Wright purchased Reed Manufacturing 6 years later in 1902. Reed Manufacturing has flourished since then and is still owned and operated by the Wright family. Sold worldwide exclusively through local distributors, Reed tools are the first choice of professionals around the world.
Reed has tried and done a great job compared to a lot of American companies, try to concentrate on the European market and meet their demands.
Customers I work with are very satisfied because they all know that the high quality of the products, so they realize after so many years that Reed is really the best.
They deliver a culture of respect and long-term business relationship that's in sometimes above even of the products.
The following is a demonstration of Reed Manufacturing's RC42 rotary cutter. Place the upper yoke half, the one with the finger guides, on the top of the pipe. Be sure the round grooves in the lugs are facing away from the direction of rotation. Align the wheels over the desired cutting line. Attach the lower yoke to the upper yoke one side at a time by sliding the main screws into the slots and seating the nuts into the counter bores. Next, without disturbing the cutter position, tighten up the main screw nuts equally by hand. Usually the two bottom wheels will contact the pipe first. Continue tightening as the spring-loaded guide fingers retract and permit the top wheels to contact the pipe. Place the saddle on the side of the cutter where the pipe is to remain. Rest the teeth of the saddle against the pipe and the torque arm against the ground at an angle. Adjust the location of the saddle so it is 3 1/8 inches or 79 millimeters from the center of the cut to the edge of the saddle. Be sure that all 4 teeth of the saddle are contacting the pipe for proper alignment. Wrap the chain around the pipe and pull tight. Hook the closest chain link into the chain catch on the opposite end of the saddle. Fully tighten the chain screw with the provided wrench. Connect the ratchet handle to the triangular saddle by inserting the lower steel pin on the end of the handle into the hole in the saddle. Connect the red latch used to hook around the lugs to the ratchet handle pin. Secure the handle with the washer and cotter pin provided. Check to see if the latch is centered over the cutter. Lift the handle until the latch slides up over one of the lugs, then pull down on the handle to rotate the cutter. After each half rotation, tighten one of the black nuts on the cutter with the provided wrench, alternating between each nut. Tighten the nuts as tight as possible each time. It may be advisable to have two workers. One person tightens the nut while the other person rotates the cutter. This concludes the demonstration of Reed's RC42 rotary cutter. For more information about this tool or other quality Reed products, visit our website at www.reedmfgco.com. The following is a demonstration of Reed's rotary cutters and low-clearance rotary cutters. Reed's rotary cutters offer customers a safe, reliable pipe modifying system. These large diameter cutters are a Reed invention. The rotary cutter is an ideal tool for applications where a square cut must be achieved safely in tough operational conditions, such as in a trench or underwater. They can also be used in enclosed interior workspaces, in noise-free zones, and in overhead or pipe rack areas. Both the rotary cutter and the low-clearance rotary cutter use Reed's world-renowned cutter wheel, made from shock-resistant tool steel. Designed with the optimum profile for the material to be cut and heat-treated for optimum strength and toughness. The rotary cutter's unique long handle design offers maximum cutting leverage, which means less operator fatigue. To reduce downtime in the field, Reed rotary cutters have been designed for fast setup, operation, and disassembly. Rotary cutters can cut cast and ductile iron pipe ranging from 18-inch to 30-inch and 20 to 42-inch steel pipe. The low-clearance rotary cutter works on 2 to 18-inch steel pipe, as well as 2 to 16-inch cast and ductile iron pipe. Low-profile models need only 5 inches of clearance to cut up to 18-inch diameter pipe. The RC20 and RC24 models need 8 inches of clearance, whereas the RC30 and RC36 models need at least 11.8 inches of clearance. The RC42 model needs 10.5 inches of clearance. Prior to operating any Reed equipment, carefully read the instructions and always wear the appropriate safety equipment. We will first demonstrate the proper procedure in using the low-clearance rotary cutter. First, unscrew the turnbuckles on the cutter equally until the rod end eye center is about 2 1/4 inches from the end of the turnbuckle. Make sure the turnbuckles are pinned to the proper holes designed for the diameter of the pipe being cut. Disconnect the release pin and place the cutter onto the pipe. Connect the release pin through the yoke section and rod end in the proper location. Hand tighten the turnbuckles evenly until all 4 wheels touch the pipe. Rotate the cutter once to check the wheel tracking path. When you see that the cutter is tracking properly, tighten the turnbuckles every 1/2 revolution of the cutter. Tighten all the turnbuckles equally to maintain equal pressure on all 4 cutter wheels for the best quality cut. While performing the cut, maintain as much pressure as possible while still being able to rotate the cutter. Please note that ductile iron needs only 50% wheel penetration to snap off the pipe. With cast iron, only a 10% wheel penetration is needed to complete the job. It is normal for the cutter to begin breaking through the pipe with just 1 wheel. As you continue to rotate, the cut will grow and eventually complete the cutting procedure. Next, we will demonstrate the proper assembly and use of a Reed RC36S rotary cutter. The RC30 and RC36S are generally used to remove or repair used pipe. Safety is a big issue, and rotary cutters provide a reliable and effective way to remove or replace pipes that have been contaminated with flammable material. They can also be used for new pipe installations. Start by placing the red triangular saddle approximately 4 inches away from the area where the pipe is to be cut. Secure the saddle to the pipe using the provided chain. Now, place the torque arm on the triangular saddle. Be sure the saddle is placed on the side of the pipe that is to remain after the cut is made. Make sure that the pipe is resting on the ground and then fully tighten the black bolt and nut with the provided wrench assembly. Place the upper yoke of the cutter on the pipe with the wheels over the desired cutting line. The grooves and the outer lugs on the upper yoke must face away from the triangular saddle handle. Now attach the lower yoke to the upper yoke. Do one side at a time by sliding the screws into the slots and seating the nuts in the cradle. Tighten the assembly so that the cutter wheels touch the pipe. Next, connect the handle to the triangular saddle by inserting the ground steel pin. Now secure the handle with the washer and cotter pin. Connect the red latch to the ratchet handle pin. Secure the latch with the remaining washer and cotter pin provided. Now ensure that the latch handle has the latch to the left and the triangular saddle to the right. Lift the handle until the latch catches a grooved knob and then pull down. After each rotation, tighten the black nuts with the provided socket handle. Tighten the nut as tight as possible each time to ensure maximum cutting power. When the cut is near completion, stand clear of the falling section of pipe. After completion of the cut, disassemble the rotary cutter and properly store for future use. Please refer to the operator's manual for reference on the use of these tools. This concludes the demonstration of Reed's rotary cutters and low-clearance rotary cutters. For more information on these tools or any of Reed's quality products, visit www.reedmfgco.com.
Now we will demonstrate the proper use of the hinged cutter. First, open the lower yoke by depressing the latch and place the cutter onto the pipe. Close the lower yoke and tighten the cutter to bring the wheels in contact with the pipe. Begin the cutting process by rocking the tool back and forth. Continue cutting while maintaining as much pressure on the cutting wheels as possible. Please refer to your instruction guide for reference on the use of this tool. We also recommend referring to the cutter wheel reference chart for proper cutter wheel selection for your particular pipe cutting job.
Hi, my name is Matt Harvey. Today I'm going to teach you the very simple process of changing out the cutter wheels on a hinge cutter model. You'll need a few simple tools. I have here just a regular hammer. This is a punch, or you can also use a Phillips or Robertson screwdriver. This is some general purpose grease and something to spread grease on your pins and wheels before replacing them. Our hinge cutter models have 4 cutter wheels, and each of the wheels are held in by a pin. Changing the wheel is as simple as taking your hammer and your punch or Phillips or Robertson screwdriver, placing it over the pin, and giving it a tap. Then we just simply pull out the pin and pull out the wheel. Replace with a new wheel, and all we do is take our tool for spreading grease, take a little bit of grease on either side of the wheel, a little bit on our pin. The wheel simply slides back into place. Followed by the replacement of the pin. And just a little tap gets our pin firmly in place and ready to be used.